Hello everybody and welcome to my most anticipated game of 2015, 2016, 2017, and also 2018. I backed this one on Kickstarter, and I have been really excited about it, especially ever since I played the backer beta. I played a relatively significant amount of that. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the campaign here and see how this goes. Excellent. Well, we'll see if we get a cutscene or something here. That could get exciting. Or we could have it freeze on the loading screen. It is actually loading. There we go. Excellent. Interestingly, this is on my SSD, so these loading times are a little bit excessive, but maybe they'll patch that. This is, of course, launch day.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Aurigan Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
So that was exciting. Welcome to the Aurigan Reach. The Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimward Periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized Inner Sphere. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations, under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the Periphery. It is here your story begins. Next. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from... Okay. So we have a few options here. We could be House Karita, House Merrick. I've only ever actually seen it in written. Maybe we'll hear it pronounced in this. Davian, Steiner, Liao, the Magistracy of Canopus, the Taurian Concordat, the Rimworld Periphery, or the Deep Periphery. Now, I have my opinions on these houses. You guys may or may not. I'm not going to read through all of these for all of the options, because that's a lot of text. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and probably pick Liao. Liao is often maligned, but there are certain factions within Liao that I very much like. The actual House Liao family is kind of insane, but let's just go with that. We are of noble birth. Though immigrants to the Aurigan Reach, our family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Aurigan space. By the time we were born, our family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. We were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles, and ancestral battle mech, an old Blackjack BJ-1. Interesting. This is where we met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom our parents hired on for a session to train us as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and we quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after our 16th birthday, when... I mean... Our family being betrayed would be a lot like the Battletech novels. We're probably going to go with that. Our family was betrayed and its seat of power destroyed. We defeated the betrayers, but we were the sole surviving member of our house. With nothing but our family's ancestral blackjack left to call our own, we set off to make a new life for ourselves, +1 gunnery, +1 guts. So that feels a lot like the origin story of the Grey Death Legion, which is what we're going for, clearly. Out on our own, we fell into the life of a... well, if we're going for the Grey Death Legion type story, we would be an Inner Sphere mercenary. Eager to get away from it all, we joined up with a minor Inner Sphere mercenary unit. Integrating into the tight-knit crew took time, but we eventually proved our worth and became part of the family, +1 tactics. That's definitely it. Until years later, we crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. Pure chance brought us back into the Oregon Reach, as our mercenary crew took an ill-fated contract against an enclave of pirates on the outskirts of Oregon space. The job went south, and we were the only survivor of our unit. Raju's Lance happened to be on patrol nearby. After rescuing us and helping to honor our fallen comrades, he offered us a job in the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is that we find ourselves reunited with our old mentor, preparing our ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of the Lady Kamea Arano. Okay, so... looks like we can be... she, he, or they. Okay. Well, we'll go with she. Perfect. These are our portrait options. This is a default portrait. What does this customize? Oh, wow. This is surprisingly customizable. This is far more customizable than I was anticipating. Okay. Makeup options. Tattoo options. Yeah, this is quite solid. Is this a 3D portrait? 3D-ish. Yeah. Not bad at all. Okay, so what are our preset options over here? Also fairly extensive. I was not expecting this level of customization. These are some decent random generations. Worrywart. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, yep. These are a lot of different options. We'll go with that. What could go wrong? I mean, I don't think it really matters. That is unpronounceable. Sure. Catherine Law. That sounds decent-ish. So what to go with for the preset portrait, then? What do we have for options here? We have quite a few choices. Really a very large amount of choices. I do think we kind of stick towards the default choice here. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So let's go ahead and stick with this one. And let's see what all hairstyles they have to offer. They have quite a few. Looks like they have 18 hairstyles. That's fairly impressive. Yep. So that's the default one there. Hairstyle 11. And that's probably going to be what we're going to go for. There we go. Scar options. That one looks okay. Tattoo options. This one is probably no tattoo. Yeah, and that's probably going to be what we're going to go for. There we go. This line up here, I'm not sure if that's part of the hair or part of the scar. Looks like it's part of the hair. Okay. Eyebrow options. Fair amount of them, too. 6 of them. We'll go with eyebrows. Probably eyebrows 2. Yep, there we go. Facial hair options. That's exciting. Yep. That looks appropriate. fair number of options there. Expressions. Some of these expressions are kind of silly looking. We're probably just going to go with a neutral one. That one's not bad, though. Expression 9. Yeah, let's stick with expression 9, a fairly neutral one. And then complexions. Ah, I see. Okay. We'll stick with the default. And then we've got some clothing tints here. And we do actually have some different clothings as well. We'll go with this one. And then some lighting choices. So that is actually full 3D. We'll go with that one. And now we can change our hair colors. Both roots and tips. Which is interesting. We would maybe darken it slightly like that. Kind of a blood red sort of thing. Eyes being this light green is okay. I think that's light green anyway. I am colorblind, so it's hard to tell. Skin complexions, or rather just skin colors, looks like there's a reasonable number of options. Not a huge number, but a reasonable number. We'll just leave that at the default. And then various forms of lip coloration, which once again, we'll probably just leave at the default. We didn't really go through the makeup options. Most of these are not really what I'm going for here. We'll just probably stick with this. There we go. We can actually change the color of the makeup as well. And so we shall, just like that. There we go. Nice and boring. Perfect. Now, our call sign will of course just be Atraitus. There we go. Perfect. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am quite impressed, actually. Hey, we got an achievement. Oh, we're gonna get a cutscene, I think. Yep. The High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Arigan Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinoza, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Well, that sounds scary. I'm pretty sure we're going to get ambushed. Like 95% certain. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 8:53 local time. And now we're back to loading. Okay. There we go. Prepping for combat. Perfect. Completing sets of partial mech salvage yields new battle mechs that expand our arsenal. Interesting. And let's begin this mission.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. So we can scroll like this or with WASD. I will probably be scrolling with WASD, most likely. Q and E, rotate the camera. Okay, or right mouse. Gotcha. Okay, so Montgomery says, okay, Atraitus, I had the Espinoza refit yards rush the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field tests. You know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Yes, let's. So it is our turn.
I'll come right out and say.
And we are going to move our mouse to the indicated point, which would be this hex here. Looks like there is some test dummies, an urban mech, and something that we can't actually see yet because we don't have LOS on it. So we'll go ahead and move straight on here, and we are going to be facing this direction. And in we go in our fancy-dancy Blackjack here. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamadi's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
So we have multiple targets over here, but he specifically said to target one of the urban mechs, and so we shall. We're going to go ahead and use our attack ability right here, and we're going to attack this urban mech. We have a 95% chance to hit with everything, and we're going to go ahead and... Well, the question is, are we going to need ammunition? Are we going to get a refund of ammunition before we actually have to fight? I say we don't fire our AC-2s, just to be careful. We'll fire our medium lasers.
Engaging target.
Rip. That doesn't usually happen.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Goodbye, Irby. Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. Okay, here comes a tank. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times, and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital, with her cousin Victoria by her side. Okay, we will continue. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth to be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamadi, was a good friend.
Okay. So we need to select us. And fire this. Okay, same reasoning here. We are not going to be firing our AC-2s since we don't really want to use ammo there.
But she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
And now we fire at the weak rear armor. Excellent.
Rear armor.
Rip in pepperonis. Okay.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Arigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamadi's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake. Okay. Round 4. And we will go ahead and jump right on in. We're going to face this way, since that faces both of the potential targets he could ask us to kill. There we go. Perfect. Apparently our heat is critical.
Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Yep, so let's head into the water. In we go. We're still going to face in such a way that we could hit both of these mechs, potentially, but in we go. Warning, plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damage. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Okay, so we are going to attack which mech here? We're going to attack this Panther, I think? Yeah, I think this is the one we're supposed to melee attack. In we go.
Engaging.
Get out of here, you Panther. Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your Battlejack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
That engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and sprint all the way up to over here. And he is in this Centurion. Yeah, that's Mastiff there. So we're going to go ahead and face him, just in case he does manage to hit us. But I think it's probably going to be scripted that he will not. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. -1 evasion pip. Congratulations, Atraitus. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know that you'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Okay, so we need to head back towards the mech bay, apparently. There we go. Atraitus, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Aurigan Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being. My father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold, the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a font of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire Reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin. We'll see. At any rate, I'll see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along the Cormorant Road, as is the Arano tradition. Aye, Kamea. We'll get you there in one piece. Atraitus, fall in line behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. Should get some sort of a debrief screen, probably. Now, I have been noticing some low FPS in the recording when we're actually in the 3D portion. After this mission, I'm going to try to fix that.
I remember the Aurigan Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Well, he seems like a pleasant individual. I do believe we've found our villain. Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts, 1322 local time. So it looks like it's just going directly into the next mission. Although we may hit a loading screen here. Yeah, looks like we did. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here and try to fix the FPS issues in the recording. And I will see you all next time.